What the fuck?
I guess we're live now.
Welcome. I'm the motherfucking Batman, David John Lincoln, aka the Savage Bat. Bit of a technical issue there. The countdown thing weren't working for some reason, right at the last minute. But you know, this is what happens. We're live. Please don't say fuck, shit, or bugger. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But all right, Ryan Perkins, Restore the Snyderverse. How you doing, mate? Socks into place. Charles Austin, what's happening, mate? You good? Lucas Ironside in the place. How's it going, mate? Taladia, well, you're here, so
yeah, I'm already here. I just said we are live just to let people know.
You're all right, mate. Yeah, hit that like button, or I'm taking your socks. There you go. Yeah, you can't say.
You can only take socks from dead people.
Yeah, not quite dead yet. But yeah, so. Today's stream is obviously going to be about Black Adam.
No, it's going to be about the Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
Black Little Mermaid. So that's
Black Little Mermaid, Black Adam, same thing. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't matter.
Yeah. Whoa. What happened to Batman? Not yet dead. Yeah, that's worrying socks.
Yeah, he took your socks already.
Yeah. HR4, how you doing, mate? Everyone in the chat now. Yeah. So, what did you guys think of Black Adam?
My favorite DCEU film outside of Zack's trilogy and Wonder Woman 2017.
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
I have to agree, 100%.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people put it above Wonder Woman, which is surprising.
I love
go
it.
that far.
No. See, what I love is that because now we actually have a good DCEU movie outside of the movies that Dan just mentioned, we now can do a top 5, and I appreciate that, because before I really couldn't do a top 5 because I hated all the other movies. So it's kind of like.
So do you know them people do them letterbox things?
Yeah,
I've done them in the past, and
like that's what Sammy always does. She'll take her movies and swap them all around, and yeah,
that's what I do, and then screenshot it. But yeah, I know everyone's got their opinions, but I saw some lately put Shazam and Birds of Prey above Zack's trilogy. I was like,
yeah,
are you smoking crack or what? Do you know what I mean?
We all have the right to our opinions, just some are more stupid than others.
yeah, I guess.
It's a fantastic movie. I was really, really, really surprised because I didn't really know what what it was going to be about. I kind of sort of. That first trailer was a bit iffy. The second trailer I really liked. But,
this is the problem, though, Savage Bat, with going by the trailers, because these trailers don't necessarily do justice unless it's Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
That man can make a trailer. I mean,
yeah, well, that's what he did before he became director, wasn't it? He made trailers.
He was a trailer. Yeah, he did trailers and music videos.
Yeah, that Michael Jordan one.
Yeah,
that's a really good interview with him talking with Michael Jordan and that. Yeah, seen it twice already. Yeah, I think I'm going to go in for a second viewing.
I I've seen it twice.
I'm seeing it again next week, so
Yeah,
I'll get to see it twice. I'm excited.
I'll try and fit it in before it finishes at the cinema.
Well, it's supposed to be going on through the holidays. That's what The Rock said.
Yeah.
So you'll be able. That means we'll have plenty of time to get those repeat viewings in.
Yeah, and also I saw the advert that they're releasing it in 4K in January.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
That's quick.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, could remember back in the day, like
a movie.
You have to wait like 3 years.
Right, and then the movie would come out and it would be like $89.95 to buy it.
Yeah,
it'd be expensive as hell.
Yeah, I mentioned this before. I watched that documentary about the last blockbuster video in America.
Yeah.
And it just explained how like video rental things worked, and it showed a picture
most
of
movies were priced for rent, not for home purchase.
Yeah, but Terminator 1 was $99.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was in 1984 or 1985 or whenever it got released on home video. But I don't know what the exchange rate is now. But like it's like what, $300 for a movie? Like, what? Yeah, no wonder people started renting. Top 5: Man of Steel, Zack Snyder's Justice League, BVS, Wonder Woman, Black Adam, then Aquaman. That's a fair. That's it kind of in the realm. BVS will always be number one for me, and sort of I'd probably have to go Man of Steel number 2, Zack Snyder's Justice League 3.
Man of Steel will always be number 1 for me.
Yes, yeah. Each to their own. It's just BVS for me was, I've been waiting, fan of The Dark Knight Returns since I was a kid. So, I've been waiting for that and arguing with my comic book friends over who would win,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was very special to me. And but yeah, I guess that's it.
I'm sure we all have some sentimental reason as to why we rank the movies the way we do. So,
yeah. But BVS definitely is top. But yeah, Black Adam's way up there. Definitely better than the cut version of Suicide Squad we got. Don't know about the Eye cut yet because that might be incredibly better. Hoping so. I think it will be from what we've heard.
Yeah, I think the Air cut we're gonna have to change our hierarchy as far as films go.
Definitely.
The hierarchy of the DC rankings are gonna change.
Exactly.
Yo, Neo, Marcus in the chat. How's it going?
Yo,
Sam's back. Did you like both the theatrical and the ultimate? Yeah, I went to see the theatrical version, I think, 4 times.
I seen the theatrical version 7 times in theaters for BVS.
Something like that. Yeah. But obviously, I prefer the ultimate edition. I haven't watched the theatrical since the ultimate edition came out. So
why would you go back to that? Is the thing? It's like a lesser version. It's like I like lobster without butter, sure. But if I have the option to have it with butter, why would I have it without butter?
Yeah, I'll be listening.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's the thing. The ultimate edition of BVS made the theatrical cut completely obsolete. So, yeah.
And Alan, same here. I think if in a Snyder's list, it's BVS, then Watchmen, and
speaking of which,
yeah. All right, he's back in a minute. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that. That is definitely my favourite of Snyder's films.
Hey, Rhea.
Rhea.
Yeah, thanks, Neo. Black Adam was awesome. I loved it. I really did. There's a couple of little sort of gripes. We'll get to ratings, but nothing to. Yeah. Oh, you got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, how much was that in the end?
The best version.
$25.99.
$25.99.
Or somewhere around that range. I don't know if it was exactly. It might have been $24.99. I don't remember. But
well worth the money.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah, and Raya in the chat, evening again, yo, smash that like button, you got this. That was amazing meeting you for the first time on the Bat channel the other day, Ray. I really enjoyed that for the Lord of the Rings episode. So, great fun, that was brilliant. Must have seen BVS at least 6 times in theatre. I've only watched the Ultimate Con on Blu-ray or streaming since.
Well,
Yeah.
they don't have. Oh, yeah, in streaming sense, yeah. I was thinking they don't have the Ultimate on theaters. They should release it in theaters, but
I think the Ultimate Edition did get I thought it got a Fathom Events, but that was like only for one night. The Ultimate Edition of BVS.
yeah.
Was that on HBO in America?
It got like a one. I think it got like a one night theatrical run. It was just one night only, but I was upset because I saw BVS in theaters 7 times, and I didn't get to see the Ultimate Edition for when they did the Fathom events that one time. I know I really wanted to, but I couldn't make it. I think I had to work or something.
Yeah, no.
And that night I didn't get to see it. It made me so mad because I loved that movie in theaters. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Real life comes first, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, I had to miss the Bat Channel stream today because I had real life stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for me yesterday. I had to go to my friend's kid's birthday, which was good fun. Loads of screaming kids, though. Yeah. No, yeah, everyone's in the place. So, let's go a bit further down. Summer, hey guys, watched Black Adam twice. Wasn't perfect, but fun. If it leads to the Snyderverse restoring and all, yeah, good. Anyway, got work in the morning, so catch you on a replay. Cool, thanks for that. Replay crew is always appreciated. Yeah. Ranesh, yes. Only fans, The Rock or Zack Snyder? Me, not. Why not both? Support back Adam, bring back Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
That's
exactly the attitude people should have.
That's exactly what I posted on Twitter. I posted a screenshot of the rating thing in the cinema saying, yeah, Black Adam was great. Go and find out for yourself. But yeah. Bring back Zack Snyder and restore the Snyderverse. We can have both. It's a possibility, and I think it's highly unfair for God knows how many people that worked on that movie for people to blame the old Walter Madder and Toby Emmerich was in the credits. Like honestly, the whole
who cares at this point?
Yeah, whole production teams and actors and VFX people and all that, and you're really going to boycott a movie just because of some idiotic executives that have been fired.
You're going to boycott a movie that Walter Hamada himself wants to boycott.
Yeah, he wants. Yeah, so you're actually helping Walter Hamada.
You're helping the clown.
Yeah, helping them and. You have to boycott Toy Story. I'm going to say this. If you're going to boycott Black Adam for Walter Hamada, you have to boycott Toy Story because Joss Whedon is a writer of that movie.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I'll be brutally honest with you. There's some stuff that I still watch of Joss Whedon's, like Firefly and things like that. It's a bit uncomfortable, because of after what's happened, but, there's no disputing that Firefly is good, is not good, it's great. If we origin, I haven't seen BVS BA versus Shazam. No, get out, go and see it. It's in theaters now, and The Rock needs all your support because if this movie doesn't do well, there ain't going to be no fucking.
It's already doing well.
It's already smashing it, and
making record numbers.
If we go back to when we done the stream before, and I said I really hope that this is gonna. The Rock is the same in every fucking movie he does, doesn't he? He literally actually wears the same shirt in a lot of the movies, that beige shirt.
Yeah,
but
the beige shirt.
Right? But in this, he kind of actually
like Bruce Willis now in all the movies he's popping up in. The same,
But I think he done really well and kind of sort of got a little bit away from just being The Rock, which I was really impressed with.
Right.
There were a little bit of rockisms in there on occasion, but in general, I agree. He played a different character
at least
this
he
time.
didn't. At least he didn't rock bottom Hawkman through a building or anything. I mean,
No.
it could have been. We could have got that where he did the eyebrow and the people's elbow and all his wrestling trademark moves. He didn't do none of that though.
No, and
So-
that would have quite literally been Black Hawk Down. Oh dear, that was a joke. Tough crowd. Yeah, right. So I've definitely seen this movie at least one more time in theaters. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yes.
It was really good. I think that the sort of predictions came true on who was the best. It's most definitely Dr. Fate for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just-
God, Pierce Brosnan
if-
killed
if-
that role. Wow.
And, because of this is a spoiler talk. So beware from now on. Tune out if you haven't seen Black Adam because we're talking major spoilers here.
Dr. Fate dies. Dr. Fate dies.
Dr. Fate dies. So the only way I could see this coming around is a prequel about the JSA before Black Adam. That might be an idea.
100%. I think they definitely need to do a prequel. There's so much, because even if Dr. Fate was alive, there's so much story you can tell back there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that relationship between Dr. Fate and Hawkman was developed so well in this film that you can easily see that they had so many adventures together that a prequel is a no-brainer and it would be a massive hit. It would. JSA, who wouldn't want to see a JSA movie at this point?
Definitely. And I can't remember. Could Jay Garrick be in that? Or is that the wrong timeline?
Possibly.
Possibly.
It depends on if they, how far back they want to go or what they want to.
Yeah, that'd be interesting because Jay Garrick's a interesting Flash. In my opinion, this is the first movie I've seen The Rock in where he wasn't playing himself. Yeah, sans the ears and the hair.
No beige shirt.
No beige shirt.
No
yeah.
beige.
And he kind of sort of avoided his trademark sort of looks a little bit and stuff. I really, really do think that he done absolutely amazing. So, and if Warner Brothers are watching, please, JSA prequel. We want it. We want it definitely.
We want a Dr. Fate film.
Well,
too.
according to
Fate
Mikey,
Solo.
According to Mikey Sutton, he dropped a spoiler on the Bat Channel today that the JSA movie is moving forward.
Oh, wow.
Quickly.
Wow, I haven't had a chance to catch up, so I don't know about that. But yeah, that sounds brilliant.
Yeah, it's hard to catch up on all these streams, honestly.
Yeah, it's been hard to catch up. It's been hard to keep up lately because there's just so much going on. Avengers and Avengers Age of
Oh yeah,
Ultron.
both Joss Whedon films that you'd have to. You'd have to boycott those films.
Not really that huge fan of the MCU. I watch them, enjoy them, but they kind of what they are popcorn flicks, one and dones really. I think apart from the Winter Soldier and a couple of them, they've got no rewatch value for me. Each to their own though. Not dissing the Marvel fans if you like that. Enjoy.
I only rewatch them when I get to a sequel. Like I'll rewatch the first film to like refresh my mind on what happened, but that's more of like a chore than
Scott Allen. You mean the Green Lantern?
Green
The
Lantern.
original Green Lantern. Yeah.
the one who could be defeated by this wood.
Right. Well, that's not very good kryptonite, is it? But yeah, that'd be cool.
And it's yellow, so as Big Bang Theory says, a number 2 pencil can take down both Green Lanterns.
Right. James Colin Jones in the place. How you doing, mate? I really wish that Fate didn't die. I know there had been others who took the mantle of Dr. Fate, but Brosnan played the role so perfectly. Would love to see more of him down the line. Yeah, in I think it was Young Justice, Zatanna become Dr. Fate, didn't she?
Yeah. Well, they're taking turns right now in Young Justice because her father was Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
And then they convinced Naboo to take turns on who's Dr. Fate. So Zatanna's Dr. Fate once every a week every 3. Or every 4 weeks. 3 weeks off, 1 week of Dr. Fate.
That's fair, considering you know, if you're doing the Dr. Fate thing, you're kind of giving yourself, you know, you're a slave to it, really, aren't you? So, yeah.
At least in that version. It seems like in Black Adam, Kent Nelson seemed like he could live somewhat of a free life.
Yeah. In the comics, Kent Nelson lives on in the helmet after he dies, so Pierce can come back. Also, Hawkman's son becomes the new Dr. Fate.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just tired of all these fake gotcha deaths they do. It's like let death be permanent already. Like MCU does this way too much. Death needs to start becoming permanent.
But to be honest with you, you know, the JSA film would be great, but I think that they could do a Dr. Fate solo just about him.
Sure, they could.
People would definitely want to go and see that because he was by far the best character in it. You know, really, really cool, and what an amazing comeback from Pierce Brosnan as well. I mean, he's been in a few good films recently, but nothing big.
A few good films.
Sorry, movies.
Nothing major as this. Nothing big blockbuster as Black Adam.
No, he was in that one with Jackie Chan, the foreigner, where he was.
That was really good.
That was a good film where he was an IRA.
I really feel like that was Jackie Chan's greatest movie.
It was very, very well acted from Jackie Chan.
Incredible. Yeah,
it was very serious because the IRA or whatever it was killed his daughter at the beginning. So there's your revenge story from Jackie Chan. But other than that. He's done a couple of good ones. There was one where he was kind of sort of like a mercenary looking after this family. I can't remember what it's called now.
You remember a couple of movies he did where he was with Patrick Stewart, Detonator? You remember that movie? Older movie from the 90s with Pierce Brosnan and Patrick Stewart. And Pierce Brosnan played like this. He almost had like a James Bond type role, but it was more of like a mercenary kind of a thing, like a hero for hire kind of role.
Yeah, and he's done a couple of films that are basically
Live Wire, where he's basically Bond, but not Bond.
Yeah, Alan Scott, my bad. Yeah, I would actually like if John Wesley Shipp played Jared Garrick in the movies. Yeah, I don't.
CW.
I know what you're saying, but I don't like the idea of CW characters in the Snyderverse. To be honest with you,
already enough Grant Gustin stands.
It would be nice for I prefer a new role. You know, a new guy. Nothing but respect for John Wesley Shipp, though. I watched The Flash originally. You know, and you know when it was on TV in the 90s. That was a cool show. My bad, I'm doing 3 different things at once. Yeah,
we've all done it. I've mistyped stuff all the time.
Yeah. Banking chicken with spicy sauce while watching games. I want to hear your opinions. Yeah, we're gonna get right in. We're gonna get right into it. Yeah, with the right hair and makeup, Pierce could be believable as a younger Dr. Fate in a prequel. Maybe even do some Mando, Luke Skywalker stuff. Yeah, that would be great. But, you know, they kind of, more spoilers, the Atom Smasher's dad was Henry Winkler, the Fonz, wasn't he?
Yeah.
On the phone. So if they could kind of CGI him as well to be the original Atom Smasher, that would be quite cool.
I think that was a really cool a cameo appearance.
I didn't know he was such a big actor. I've never heard of this guy.
No. I'm not going to complain too much because there was a couple of things that was a bit iffy. I thought that Cyclone, I didn't really understand what the point of her was. didn't really do anything.
Her and Atom Smasher both were basically there so they could have the JSA be a team. Because 2 people's not a team. 2 people's a partnership.
Yeah.
Where you have 4 people, that's kind of like the minimum amount where you could say team. Because both, in my opinion, both Cyclone and Atom Smasher were kind of pointless.
Yeah. But they were cool in it. You know, I'm not moaning. I really enjoyed it. But there was particularly that I noticed. I was thinking, what are you actually doing? Nothing.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta turn. I mean, Adam Smasher, like he does have kind of funny moments with Hawkman when he says "you, me, and you," like as we said on the last stream, Zod. You remember on the
Yeah,
back channel?
yeah.
Yeah, we like said me and you.
Yeah.
That's just really funny and hilarious.
Yeah, they could do a Doctor Fate origin movie and JSA origin movie as well. We only learned a little bit about he and Hawkman's relationship, and only in short exposition. Yeah, you could tell there was more to that. There was obviously a long, ongoing relationship there between them two, which was quite cool. But just back to Doctor Fate, just like every single thing he said in the whole thing was just so cool. He was so well done and such an interesting character, and the casting. I mean, all you got to do is look at the comic books. Like Pierce Brosnan is Doctor Fate.
Yeah.
It's like that's some kind of Zack Snyder casting there. He's the boss of casting, and that was really, really, really good casting. According to Rock himself on Twitter, we will see more of Fate, and he also seemingly confirmed Black Adam sequel won't be BA versus Black Adam versus Superman. No. And also, I really, really liked it because if you've been in this fandom a long time, you'll know that we've had a massive hatred for Rotten Tomatoes. And I think the audience score.
Yeah.
Except the Snyder fandom now.
Yeah, I've been showing. We've been showing people clips of reasons why it's just a bent system that doesn't work. It caters to Disney, and if you can't see that, come on, man. Seriously. But yeah, The Rock done a tweet. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the point of the tweet was just shows you how disconnected the critics are with the fans. So yeah, to all the pretentious critics out there, putting Black Adam down when it done exactly what it advertised on the tin. It was an exciting, entertaining superhero movies. So to them pretentious critics, fuck you. From me and from The Rock and from people that want to go and watch movies and make their own minds up. Like, come on.
Just enjoy the film. Yeah, we just want to enjoy the movie because we're DC fans, and we finally have a DC movie that we can actually enjoy outside of Zack Snyder's films.
Yeah, which is, it's been a long time coming. Where does the future of the DC lie with y'all?
That's easy. Easy. Henry Cavill's Superman, his return. Simple as.
Yeah. Again, spoiler alert. But yeah, Henry Cavill is at the end of Black Adam, and it was absolutely amazing. Over here in the UK, there was a funny tweet about this today. Actually, we're not ones for cheering in the movie theaters. I know that's a bit of an American thing, but I heard a few cheers when Henry Cavill come up. So
Yep.
it was
even
pretty.
wore the hats in honor.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking amazing. According to The Rock on set, we'll see more of the. Oh, I've already read that one.
Read that, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. I met him. Hey, Jonathan Roster, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, I met Henry Winkler. Good on you, mate. He seems like a nice guy. He's been going. I was pretty psyched to see the Fonzie. That was a nice surprise. Yeah, and again, they could bring him back CGI, original Atom Smasher. That would be really cool. Like they did with Ant-Man, because they're pretty much the same character, really, aren't they?
It's the same character, yeah.
Yeah. but they did that, with Michael Douglas and is it Paul Rudd?
No, Michelle Pfeiffer as well.
No, I mean the newer Ant-Man is Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
Yeah. So they kind of did that. That's done already. I'm not sure who ripped off who on that one, but they are pretty much the same character. Yeah. fucking Rotten Tomatoes. They're a bunch of idiots paid to inject their political views into movies that need no political agenda. Yeah, I mean, it's just Rotten Tomatoes is so outdated. It's just
Hopefully, Rotten Tomatoes dies now, since the critics are completely irrelevant at this point.
They are completely irrelevant, and I've noticed that on Facebook as well. A few people moaning about the film. Several of them work for these big comic book sites that constantly talk shit all the time. So there's going to be some negative backlash from them. But what we've got to remember is it ain't fucking Schindler's List. It's a superhero movie, and that's the way they approach these movies. They expect every movie to be some, really deep.
Well,
and,
you know what? I blame two different factions for this. First, I blame Christopher Nolan, because when The Dark Knight came out, critics expected every single superhero movie to follow the blueprint of Christopher Nolan. And that was until the MCU started. Then when the MCU started, now critics expect every superhero movie to be just like the MCU. And if it's not the MCU, then they crap all over it. Because we got to remember, these are critics that all hated Black Adam, but they love Thor: Love and Thunder.
Well, that says everything.
What are we talking about here? I mean,
I think this gets mentioned a lot on this channel. Probably people are getting sick of it, but they gave like The Last Jedi like 80-something%, and the audience score was like 45% or something.
Right.
Like that.
So that should have ended critics at that point.
That should have been the indicator.
But now The Rock is laying the smackdown on critics. So, yeah, and you can't go wrong for that. But with that, and
what's his name, Sabak at the end was done really well.
Oh yeah. At first, it was funny. The first time I saw the film, I was like, "Oh, he was kind of thrown right in there." But the second time I watched him, like, no, they built up to it pretty well.
You know what though, Batman, that was just like. It was just like in Wonder Woman, how they made Ares in the end, how they just kind of threw him in there, like the whole Wonder Woman movie was kind of its own thing, and then all of a sudden he got thrown in there at the end. It kind of felt almost at the exact same point. I bet you if you match those movies up, you can see right where the villain pops up, and Yeah, he was there the whole time, but the way that when he became the villain, and you got to actually see him fully realized, kind of like Ares.
And Socks, I know Socks, you're a big MCU fan. Don't get me wrong, I do watch the movies and and enjoy them and whatever, but just I think DC's better. But if an MCU fan is actually saying didn't care for Love and Thunder, that tells you everything, really, doesn't it? The fucking pile of shit of a movie that was.
Oh, but according to critics, it was the greatest. It was one of the greatest Thors of all time, right?
Yeah.
Batman and Robin, the quality, like that's how bad it was.
No. Batman and Robin was much better than Thor and Love and Thunder. Facts.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think Batman and Robin is a masterpiece. I'm going to be honest with you. I love that film because it's so comic booky, and so it's just what it is it's a big homage to the 1960s.
Adam West, that was the whole point.
Right.
It did go a bit wrong, and it wasn't well received, but I do, when I'm doing a bit of a Batman kind of marathon, I always watch that.
Oh yeah, I watch them.
I watch the four movies. I always watch them, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not as egregious as, say, Thor: Love and Thunder. My God, Thor: Love and Thunder is so bad that I don't. I feel sorry for Christian Bale having.
That's what I said. That's what I said before. I actually do. Yeah, but he shouldn't have been in that film.
Oh no, I agree.
So he's one of the greatest actors of our generation in Thor: Love and Thunder.
He was actually the only.
What the fuck?
He was actually the only good thing about Thor: Love and Thunder, and not even because of the character that he played, but just because it was Christian Bale.
Yeah. Sabak was there the whole time.
Yeah, he was Ishma. That's how you pronounce it.
Ishmael.
Right,
yeah.
right. But what I'm pointing out about that though is just that the villain is so that they didn't come out as the full villains until the end. Like Sabak was like was there but wasn't there. It was kind of
to be honest,
but wasn't there. It was you know.
I don't really know much about that character, but he's shown up in the animated movies a few times, hasn't he? So I always get them mixed up because you've got Trigon, Sabak, and then you've got that sort of weird when Ra's al Ghul sort of died. He looks very similar as well. I always get them mixed up. So never bothered with Love and Thunder. Is it better than the Batman?
No, the Batman's better than Love and Thunder.
Actually, I would say that Love and Thunder is slightly better than the Batman, but that's just not
slightly.
saying slightly. But that's not a good thing because Love and Thunder is a horrible movie. So that's
it was really, really bad, and Marvel has got some serious issues with their VFX because in Love and Thunder, some of the VFX was really good, and then all of a sudden it flipped and it was just terrible.
Well, that's what's so funny about some of the criticisms of Black Adam is that the CGI was so bad in that movie, and they're praising MCU.
I thought the CGI in Black Adam was brilliant.
Oh, it was. It was very good.
100%.
It's because there's so much time to work on that movie, and it really is a passion project for The Rock. You know, so a lot. They've not rushed it. You know, it's been worked on and and fine tuned and all that.
15 years.
I think you can tell from the first trailer that they improved the CGI since that. Because obviously it's not the finished product, the trailer, is it? Most of the time. Which to me says, "Oh, Snyder, where you hiding, buddy?" Yeah, obviously everyone. This is Restore the Snyderverse channel. Do you know what I mean? Snyderverse is in the name. Where everyone wants Zack Snyder back, but he's at Netflix at the moment, so we've just got to wait. And hopefully these other movies are going to be good. Not got my hopes up too much for Shazam 2, but the other ones I'm actually excited.
I kind of wish that they would just cancel Shazam 2 now that now that they have the Black Adam movie, because now that you have Black Adam, Shazam really is irrelevant. They don't need Shazam at this point.
No,
because they didn't do it right. They did Shazam under the bad regime. The movie sucks. There's like no hype whatsoever for this new Shazam movie.
No,
nobody's asking for it. I'm actually surprised it's getting a seat. It got a seat.
Same, honestly. That suit in Shazam, the first one, is one of the worst superhero movie suits I've ever seen
that
in
movie,
the entire genre, the whole genre.
The whole genre.
It was the worst suit I've ever seen.
I've seen Walmart Shazam costumes that look better.
Yeah, so definitely, totally agree with that. But the movie itself was, was really shit.
The movie was
I know it's got Shazam's got its fans and all that, but
pure crap.
Yeah, it's
crap.
It's pure trash.
That's the reason why.
Venka.
That's the reason why you didn't see Zack Snyder liking anything with regards to Shazam, did you?
No,
ever.
In that interview, I will look into it and find out which one it was. And they said, he said, "Oh, I like the character Black Adam." Sort of wink, wink, like, maybe he's introducing him into the Snyderverse. And they said, "What about Shazam?" And Zach was like, "Yeah." So even he doesn't like Shazam.
I'm giving them a chance to make this new one a little bit better, though.
I'm not. I don't even want to see it. Actually,
yeah. I'm not sure.
I heard something about Wonder Woman possibly being in it, but to be honest with you, I don't care because it's just. Shazam is just pure garbage. They shouldn't be making it. Like
Yeah.
I could see if the first Shazam was a massive success and it made $1 billion, but it didn't even do all that well. It was just like an average release, and it's still getting a sequel.
Yeah, and people use the argument that it was comic accurate. Honestly, I don't give a
No,
shit.
it wasn't.
It was.
Really.
It was still shit.
Comic book accurate from where? I mean, all the Shazam comic books that I read, it wasn't accurate at all.
Hey Ben Carter, how you doing, mate? Hey, what's up, everyone? Watched Black Adam on Thursday. Enjoyed it. It's my 6th best DC movie behind the Snyderverse, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. I think I'll put Black Adam before Aquaman.
Me too.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Me too.
Because I still don't
I
feel
do like Aquaman, but there's just a couple of cringe scenes in that that's just unforgivable. I just can't get over it.
How about the line "I peed on it"? Okay, all right, dude.
Yeah, that felt very Jeff Johns to me.
Yeah, two Jeff Johns for comfort.
Yeah. Two Jeff Johns for comfort.
And I'm never really going to accept that film in the Snyderverse, honestly. I feel like Aquaman, I get why. I get why it contradicted the Snyderverse. That doesn't mean that I like it as now trying to be part of the Snyderverse when it's already too late for that.
I think Aquaman's in its own pocket continuity, to be honest with you.
Well, what I think they could do with the Flash movies, they could use the Flash movie to essentially retcon Aquaman to fit within the Snyderverse.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping they do the same with James Gunn's The Suicide Squad when the Flash does his thing.
The best thing that could happen
bring back Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, the best thing that could happen with James Gunn's Suicide Squad is that they just never reference it again. That it's just never, like it never happened. They don't talk about it. Like Fight Club, you just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
You don't mention it. You don't say anything about it.
No.
It is what it is. It sucked. But see, the thing is, we do have, James Gunn characters in the DCEU now. So
hardcore.
Yeah.
Like she was in Black Adam, and she was a completely different character. Honestly, she was a very serious character.
Yeah, well, they totally nerfed her in the Suicide Squad. That was awful.
And
so
Peacemaker,
big fan.
And Peacemaker, yeah.
Yeah, well, I said this before. I struggled to get through Peacemaker.
It was a guilty pleasure for me. That's all it was.
I know. You said, but
I didn't even get to that point. I didn't watch it.
I only saw clips of it. I only saw clips of it.
It's this embarrassment to DC that show.
I really enjoy the intro when I'm really drunk. The intro's so amusing when you're drunk. It really.
Yeah, Sabak Ismail could have been a better developed, but they just had to do the twist villain thing.
Well, they needed a third act villain.
Yeah, I kind of like the little sort of twist bit. I thought that was done quite well. No,
but also,
I recognise that actor from somewhere, and I can't think of where it is. Some really big movie.
They needed a villain for the third act because they couldn't just have otherwise you would have had to end the movie after. After Black Adam and the JSA kind of made peace, you needed to, yeah. No, because otherwise the movie would have ended when Black Adam put himself in that cryo sleep thing where he,
Yeah.
Okay, I have an issue with the morals of that. Like, if you're gonna keep someone, just kill someone instead of keep them in permanent suspended animation. I feel like it's much crueler to keep someone in.
It's like when they putting Han Solo in carbonite.
Yeah, just cruel. Just kill them.
You mentioned a good point here, Batman Gate. Just saying, there's been more to that. Hasn't there been a settlement?
There's charges pressed. I don't know if a settlement's been reached yet. I'm sure they'll get there.
Oh well,
unless it just happened.
We wish Chris Wozniak the best.
Yes,
for that.
Straight up.
He deserves, his payday for that. Cause
Chris was robbed.
It was daylight robbery.
It was just like in the beginning of the Snyder Cut when they go and they rob that bank in broad daylight. That's what happened to Rob.
Yeah, that's
Chris Wozniak.
I really hope he gets justice and gets his payday because at the end of the day he deserves it. It's his idea and they just blatantly robbed him, like you said.
Stole it. Yeah.
I'd rather have Shazam, Captain Marvel from Final Crisis.
Yep.
Well, what if they? Use
I wouldn't
the Flash
mind. I wouldn't mind if Shazam turned up in the big fight. You know, the Snyder fight or whatever.
I would like Shazam to be recast.
Yeah.
They could use the Flash movie to change Shazam.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you know, we've said about this before. It should have been
John Cena.
John Cena, yeah. It should have been. That was the fan favorite, and they go Peacemaker instead.
Because John Cena's got that cheesy smile, and
he's got the chin as well.
He can totally do Shazam big time. Like, I don't understand.
You know, I've got respect for these actors that come from movie backgrounds.
It's like I said on the back channel earlier. Zachary Levi is just a total douchebag, and he shouldn't be anywhere near these.
Well, films. When he said
sucks.
When he said the Snyder Cut didn't exist,
he's not even a good actor. I mean, that's the other problem. Like, the kid in Shazam acted so much better and so much more mature than Shazam when Shazam was when he was Captain Marvel. It made no sense. The kid had more sense than he did.
Yeah, I might change Aquaman to Black Adam positions after one or two Black Adam rewatches. I agree with the Aquaman criticism. Yeah, I've got the Steelbook of Aquaman. You know, it was worthy of the Steelbook collection.
I didn't get no Steelbook for that shit.
Oh yeah. HBO Max is enough for me if I feel like I need to.
Yeah, it's not worth it, man. It's a piece of crap.
Aquaman was definitely that.
It's like watching. It's like.
We have a special guest, the man from outer space himself, Mikey Sutton.
Decided to step back from the future and go back to the past right now.
Did you just get out of your DeLorean? Is it cold?
That's it, Alan. He's Jafar in Aladdin. Yeah, I watched that with my ex-girlfriend. That's right. I couldn't remember.
I wanna know about your DeLorean, Mikey. One of these days you're gonna have to tell me the truth.
Shazam acts more like a kid than Billy Batson.
How you doing, Mikey?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I was about to do a member stream with Sid, but he's feeling under the weather right now. So I figured, I'm going to crash David's party right now. So.
Hey, it was not crashing, man. Yeah. So always a pleasure to meet a Jedi.
There is a secret that Zod and David has. Last night, I sent them both a preview.
Yeah.
Of Dreamwalker number 3.
Very exciting stuff.
Straight up.
This part of the script, I wanted Zod to read his introduction. Just give him a little idea of what's gonna happen to.
You're a brilliant writer, Mikey.
Thank you.
I can't say that enough. I mean, you come up with such great content, and it's amazing. We're so excited right now about DC, but we also got the Mikey verse to be excited about. So hey,
it's a great time, man. Seriously, I'm excited about both. Black Adam. Dude, talk about fuck the betas, right? Black Adam fuck the betas this weekend, man.
I know. I think
royally.
Boycotts are feeling pretty dumb, Ralph.
No, they're all losers, man.
Seriously, if you're missing out because Black Adam was really good fun. I went with my brother, and he really enjoyed it as well. He's not superhero nuts like me. He likes it, but and he approved of it. So
yeah, but the betas were saying
that tells you something.
It'll make $50 million this weekend. It's a struggle,
Yeah. I know, but box office is box office. But it would be lovely if it beat the Batman.
It's gonna make more money than the Batman.
I really hope it does.
And you know why?
I really hope it does.
You know why it is? I'm gonna tell you why it is right now. Because of repeat viewing.
Exactly.
People like you and me going back to see it. I'm telling you, it's gonna make more than the Batman. And The Rock is letting it run through the holidays. So. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna see it 2 more times. I know.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm so entertained, but it took me 4 months to finish the Batman. Okay, at home, all right.
Oh, that hunk of shit! You couldn't even watch. You can't stay awake long enough.
I seriously, I literally watched 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory before I finished the 3-hour Batman film.
12 seasons.
Before you announced it on Seal's channel, Mikey messaged me going, "Oh, I've just watched the Batman." I was laughing around off.
Oh, Mikey, I got very nervous yesterday when you were trashing it on Sill's stream because Prime was on there and he loves the Batman.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
no
I was so
idea.
nervous how that was going to go down.
Yeah, Nick, when Chad Snyderverse, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, but I
really,
think
really
even
enjoyed
he's
it.
come to the realization that movie is mid. Nobody talks about that movie.
No one mentions it at all. You know the Batman 2 is official now?
Oh,
Crickets.
it is.
Yeah.
Crickets. Like, where's the coverage?
It's because no one gives a shit. That's why.
Who cares?
Batfleck is my Batman. That's the Batman movie I'm excited about.
Because here's the thing. Because we have this great, DCEU, and we have this new thing that The Rock is ushering in, and we know we're getting more Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I wouldn't be surprised if Batman 2 ends up getting canceled because we don't need that.
We don't.
It's like Shazam 2. They might as well just throw it away. Who cares? You got Black Adam now. You don't need Shazam.
Nap man. Yeah.
It's the same thing. You don't need
Seriously.
that character. Like, for what?
Yeah, when I'm watching Black Adam, I'm like, this is blows away Shazam so much.
James Conning
It's not
Jones.
even funny.
The Rock even thinks that Shazam is weak. Doesn't want to use.
I know.
Doesn't want to face the character. So why bother?
His own
Batfleck for
production
life.
company.
You know that.
Yes.
You know. I mean,
The Rock is going to get that movie pulled. You watch that Shazam movie. I wouldn't be surprised if that Shazam movie doesn't even come out.
yeah, we could have another Batgirl on our hands.
Right.
I would. That ain't gonna
Oh, I
happen.
would love it.
I would love it if it happened because I've just, I will get round to watching it when it's released. I try and support things, but Shazam, really, Black Adam should just replace Shazam entirely. The whole thing.
Right, because you've already got. Think about it. You've already got Black Adam using the words Shazam, right? You got it's the same wizards that it's the same thing. It's basically The Rock did Shazam better than Shazam. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, need it.
Well,
for the
check
Walkman too.
check this out, guys. Very weird trivia today. As of right now, because they haven't got the final the final numbers in yet right now. Right now, Black Adam is 1% lower than Aquaman's opening weekend right now in the U.S.
Oh,
What does
damn.
that tell you where this film is going?
Yeah, and
$1 billion.
Dwayne Johnson's highest weekend as well. Highest thing. Can't remember exactly what
That's
it was.
right. It's his highest opening as a leading man. It's his
Leading man.
highest-
That's it. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, I saw that article. That was really cool. But just Rock throwing shade at Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
Fucking fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, I thought that was brilliant. How disconnected they are with the fans.
I saw that stat. I'm like, holy crap! It's gonna do Aquaman business, and it's gonna get $1 billion. It's gonna get $1 billion. It just it needs China though. It just needs that China release, which I'm pretty sure it'll get. But I think they've been lowballing this film because it's DC. Let's lowball it. It's got Snyder influence on it. Oh, the beta's going crazy now.
Mikey, don't say it has Snyder influence on that. You can't say that.
It was all over it. I mean, the Rock's fight scenes were basically a homage to the Kryptonian fight scenes in Man of Steel.
Totally. And that opening scene, I was waiting for somebody to say this is conduct. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Come on. It's totally
but yeah, very much like for Aura's scenes in Man of Steel.
All the 300 references were on the nose,
On the
like
nose,
for real.
seriously.
I'm like, how do you this is the biggest Snyder homage I've ever seen as far as outside of Snyder. Like, what are you doing?
It's a Snyder fan film, okay? Let's face it. It's a Snyder fan film. I mean, it really is.
Most definitely.
I'm a Snyder fan. I'm gonna do a movie. It's Black Adam.
What more can you ask for, really?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we got the brilliant Dr. Fate. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better concept of bringing in the JSA like this.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
Seriously.
Wow, it
This
was
movie,
incredible.
is pure DC Comics, guys. It's pure DC. It's like everything you like about DC's in this. Yeah, Superman in there. Come on, how much more
Yeah,
DC can you get?
Superman is the champ.
Yeah, remember it
Mikey
wasn't
Mouse.
Shazam in that post-credit scene. It wasn't Zachary Levi.
Yeah, Chad Snyderverse. I want it painted black. That was great.
I
Great
love
use
that
song.
scene.
Yeah, I love
I
that
feel,
song.
I'm not really, because I'm a typical Snyder fan, not really a major one for comedy, but I really like the Clint Eastwood Western
cool.
references. I thought that was done. And,
There's so many great jokes in there. The bit of
Baby, come back!
yeah,
that was great.
oh, that was great. Oh, but actually, aside from Dr. Fate, her brother was probably the second best character in it.
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious. When he's going on about the bald spot thing.
I love the Hawkman, the Black Adam banter. He goes, "You said you wouldn't kill him." Well, I waited for you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember sarcasm.
Sarcasm.
Yeah.
I love that.
sarcasm
I love
was brilliant. And because obviously he'd been asleep for thousands of years, he quickly caught on to what was going on.
Well, what if the betas try to use sarcasm as an excuse now? They'll
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
right. Seriously, yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to go for a second viewing.
Same.
Well, the Rock's just gained some power at DC Films. There, just saying.
oh,
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So.
do you think he could be, president?
No, I don't think he. But I think he's gonna get that advisory role that he wanted. He's gonna get some major clout over there, and you know what? You know where his focus is? Giving the fans what they want.
Yeah, he cares about the fans. That's the best part about it. Like,
And he loves the Snyderverse. So
Yeah. What do fans want, David? They want something, right?
what more can you ask for?
More Henry Cavill, more Superman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I'm waiting for the day my biggest scoop gets confirmed, where not only is the Snyderverse restored, but it's The Rock who restores the Snyderverse. That was my headline. The Rock will restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think he's going to take credit for it. What? He will, against The Rock.
Yeah, I said this in an earlier episode.
I hope he
that
does.
He will use that to sell himself.
I hope The Rock come. I hope Zach does the announcement on Vero, and The Rock comes on a Zoom call.
There you go.
That'd be
Baby,
awesome.
come back. There you go.
Yeah.
And Zach,
fucking
if
brilliant.
Zach credits The Rock and says this wouldn't have happened without The Rock, that would get
Yeah.
all these extremists.
No,
Yeah, it was a fun-
No, they would
You're right,
just say,
Necron, yeah, it was a fun movie.
They would say that it's just as Zach. They won't. Yeah, no, they won't.
Yeah, I mean the these sort of old Twitter accounts of they're making
these
jokes and
twits.
stuff.
These
They
twits.
don't speak for the fandom anymore, so I don't know why they've been bothering.
Well, you
Because
know what?
they were
You know what? You know what's gonna happen? Zach's gonna come back, and people are gonna say, "Well, that's not really Snyder."
Oh,
It was-
man.
it was-
You
it
can
was
already
fun.
see it coming.
It was compromised.
Compromise. There he goes out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he's a mellowed out Snyder now. They're gonna water him down. Like,
Yeah, show
whatever.
memento.
Zach was always compromised, people, except for Man of
Yeah.
Steel. Zach's work was always compromised.
Always. So
Always.
Yeah.
really, the only Zach movie in the DC universe that these people should be championing is Man of Steel, because all the rest of the movies were compromised from the
Yeah.
beginning.
But he
Yeah,
wears the Justice League suit in Man of Steel, so
Yeah, and that was thanks to Christopher Nolan more than anything, wasn't it? Because he was, he doesn't mess about, Christopher Nolan.
Baby, come back.
Yeah. That was in the first Transformers movie, wasn't it? As well, Baby Come Back.
Yeah.
Bumblebee. Yeah.
So are they gonna boycott Snyder now? I mean, is that
Boycott. No, the thing on Twitter,
Just to
Mikey,
say,
is
yeah.
Snyder turned on Snyder.
Yeah. Snyder stabbed himself in the back.
So, my question to you guys is, okay, let's say Snyder is not directing, but he's producing, like a line producer, like a real producer. Are they gonna boycott that too because Snyder's not directing, but he's producing it? I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
Yeah, James
pretty
going,
much.
baby, come back.
like,
Yeah, well, they might do.
Wait, are you hinting something, Mikey?
well, you're saying, okay, look, well, hypothetically speaking, Batman, um, if it's announced sometime in 2023, if it's announced in 2023 that Snyder is producing the Sinestro War, would they watch it? Would they boycott it?
The Sinestro War. Well, there you go. I think Mikey just dropped a bomb
No,
there.
just hypothetically speaking, David.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
just hypotheticals, man.
Hypotheticals, yeah.
Betas and critics are irrelevant.
Yeah, the first Transformer movies. Yes, Necron betas are toast.
Just as long as
That's
he
right.
directs the Snyder Cut sequels. Those are the only two movies I'm like, Snyder directing or nothing.
But you know what I found amusing in this film is that you had Jennifer Holland Gunn. She's married to him now, but her character is super serious in this film.
A different version of the character entirely. Yes.
Exactly, and which fits in with what I've been hearing, Zod, in that it's all one universe, but each director is going to have their own take on the characters. Whereas, you have Peacemaker.
So kind of like a real comic book.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you think about it, right? Like, like a different artist draws a character a different way, right?
Right.
It's very similar,
Right. Every artist and writer has their run, right? And then another writer and artist take over and continue the story, but may have different takes.
Yeah. And it's similar to actually the whole MCU thing, right? Because you have goofy Thor and Love and Thunder, but you have a serious Thor in Infinity War. So, you know what I mean? It's very similar to what they're doing over there. So does this mean we'll get a serious Peacemaker somewhere?
Zack Snyder will have a serious Peacemaker in the next Justice League.
How badass that would be! Zack Snyder's Peacemaker, dude. First in line, man. First in line.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, if they put him in the Nightmare timeline, are you
hinting at that?
Possibly.
But I'm just saying, though, hypothetically speaking, if Zack is the line producer of the Green Lantern film with Wayne T. Carr, would they boycott this? Would they say no, don't see it because he didn't direct it? Even though he's line producer, and just wondering.
And Wayne T. Carr is in it as as John Stewart.
Yeah.
And would they get excited if this is hypothetically announced next year?
No, they wouldn't get excited. Mikey, we would all get excited because we're comic fans, so we would get excited, but they wouldn't. They would be all against it.
Yeah. So yeah, here we go. We're already on one today. I wonder if they'll actually bring Ryan Reynolds back to play Hal Jordan.
He wanted to, right?
I know. Yeah.
Yes.
Spoke to Zach about it, so there's a possibility. Not a great film, but it could be salvageable.
And The Rock's talking about meeting Joker,
Well, The Rock is going to be able to write his own ticket based off of the success of this movie.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, Zod, what I've been hearing lately, they are doing like popping champagne right now over at WBD over this film.
TJ?
Because they did what they hoped they would do. That would be exceed expectations. Because they were lowballing this $50 million this weekend. And it's looking like it might even do $70 million because it's like $3 million off. And
wow!
Yeah, $67 million right now tracking. But they said that there is a chance the families will go out in full force today, or have gone out in full force today, and take it over the top. There is that possibility.
And it's gonna have legs in the second week and third week. It's gonna carry over because of repeat viewings because it's a fun, good movie.
Yeah.
That's
Word
all
of mouth.
you need.
Word of
Right.
mouth. And I can't remember who said it now, but the Rock's movies. This is done totally different, but the Rock's movies are known for that word of mouth thing and more people go and see it.
Jungle Cruise did pretty well. They thought that would tank. That was available on Disney Plus as well.
Yeah, I
I
watched
like that
it.
movie. I
Disney
saw
Plus.
it.
Same director as Black Adam as well, too, by the way. And
Oh,
so
I didn't realize that.
Isn't
So
he
what
a
I-
common
Good move.
Black Adam, rock director? Kind of like how Gavin O'Connor is the Ben
yeah, I think
Affleck.
so. I think that's his favorite director right now. But my exhibitor friend was telling me, because we were talking about Black Panther Wakanda Forever is coming out in a few weeks. He goes, what are people going to see if Black Panther in their local theater sold out? They're there already. Oh, there's another black film out there, Let's go see Black Adam again. I think it's going to get people. You get people in the theater, anything can happen, right? I want to see them. I want to see Black Adam again, then. By the way, guys, this really excites me about this weekend, about the audience grade and everything, is that the audience, the 90% on Rotten Tomatoes audience score, those aren't just DC fans now, okay? The casuals came in on Saturday after all the hardcore people saw it. The casuals love this movie.
Yeah.
That's going to make this thing go far, okay?
That's what you need. You need to be able to
Exactly.
tap into that casual audience. To hell with all of us. We're the diehards. We're the ones that are going to go
yeah.
see that stuff anyway. But the casuals, if you can tap into them, and
Yeah.
that's what I keep telling people. Like you're not.
That's where the money's at.
It's not necessarily about any of the comic book stuff that we like. It's the fact that you've got The Rock and you've got an action movie where you've got heroes and explosions and villains, and that's all you need. As long as it's a good movie that it taps into casuals,
Yep.
that's where all the money is. Yes.
And my exhibitor friend, he said I was looking at all the data, and the demographics are similar to Black Panther. You got every minority.
Oh my God! Yes.
Group. You had Asians, Latinos, blacks, and then you have a large percent of women who saw this film, and a lot of families who went and saw this movie too. You get that family audience, dude. That's like 5 or 6 tickets right there right off the bat.
Yeah, and they really took liberties with the violence as well.
I did, yeah.
They're definitely.
Now, Mikey, have you heard anything about the director's cut coming out, the R-rated version of Black Adam that we heard about, that where there was so much violence in it that they had to cut it down to give it a PG-13?
Zod, hypothetically speaking, Zod, there will be the R-rated version will be released. Hypothetically speaking, of course.
I've been hearing the same thing from people.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically.
Ultimate Black Adam, the Ultimate Edition. Wouldn't that be something?
And then we're dealing with a BVS situation here,
Another
technically,
Ultimate.
where
Yeah.
we'll get an Ultimate Edition, and then like everybody will be like, all the criticisms that Trey over at the Bed Channel had, all those criticisms will be gone.
Yeah. TJ, hypothetically speaking, it's longer.
Oh
Of
yeah.
course, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah. Yeah, can't wait to buy it on the Blu-ray. Yeah, I'll be getting that in January.
Oh yeah, that steel book that leaked that's coming out in January looks pretty dope.
That looks awesome. It really does.
Yeah, I'll
Will
definitely
that have the
be adding that
R-rated?
to the.
I just want to say that when Sil and I we started Rogues Gallery, it was the worst time to be a DC fan. The Snyder Bros was getting erased. I was dropping bourbon all the time. Being a DC fan was not the coolest thing in the world back then.
Tell me about it.
And,
Bourbon.
it was all
I actually personally got blamed for Justice League.
All bourbon.
Wow.
it's all bourbon back then, but
Yeah.
but we
definitely
stuck
like
with
that.
it. We never wavered. And I said, so we don't waver. I don't care what everybody says. We stick to our guns. We stick to our sources. And look what happened. Black Adam is huge. And they were doubting this movie, guys. You remember all the the beta attacks on Friday for his film. They were trying to find an L in there somewhere, right?
And what about the lying articles that keep saying that Henry Cavill was only signed for this movie, that it was a one-off? Yeah, Grace, you're a one-off.
A favor.
James.
Hiram Garcia, the producer of Black Adam, Sarah Buck Productions, said it's not a one-off. He said it right there. Who do you trust? THR or the producer of this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't trust THR anymore. After those Ezra articles, I do not trust anyone from Peskin. How do you ever say it? Entertainment.
Oh, they own Great.
Sup, Film Goblin? How's it
Yes, right. That's right. Through Deadline, right?
Yeah, Deadline. They were on Rolling Stone, which also anti-Snyder as well. You know the trend? You know the anti-Snyder people there? Rolling Stone, Grace are all on the same company. Like, what did Zack do to them?
Yeah, I mean, Zack Snyder was nothing but nice to Grace Randolph, and look at the way Grace Randolph turned on him.
Yeah, no,
Big
it's just,
time.
So,
because you know why there is cash to be made being anti-Snyder. There really is that rage bait. Whenever you guys get pissed off, they know that you guys are gonna click on it and share it and get more pissed off. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I gave up doing that years ago, commenting
So
on
when
like
it-
comicbook.com and things like that.
Oh,
It's a
God.
waste of time and energy. Do you know what I mean? You know.
But the
it's-
thing about a one-up, come on, okay, guys, like whoever's putting this stuff out there, they either know and they just want to get clicks, or they just don't know anything about the industry. Put Cavill at the post credit there, and you don't bait and switch people like that. They will hate you forever, and The Rock would never do that. I don't think Cavill would have agreed to that anyway. Like, I'm just gonna just bait and switch, and I'm never gonna be Superman again. Come on,
Yeah.
no one's that.
I mean,
stupid.
he's getting a Superman movie anyway, and it's going to be produced by Charles Roven. Big win for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right, Sock. Smash, get out of the live chat, go and like it, and then come back in. Smash that like button, or I'll come and get your socks while you're asleep.
Oh my God,
There you go.
that is so
Mikey, you
creepy.
created a monster.
You-
Mikey created the greatest villain of all time. Sock.
Eminem.
Oh my God.
I created a monster.
Like I literally got chills putting his name on that little billboard thing in the first
Yeah.
Mikey, when you said he was gonna have the socks like graded, like the way people get their comic books and games graded, oh my God!
Yeah, Necron. I've seen the Grace is like has blocked so many people.
Oh,
You know.
Necron, I didn't send it to you. I forgot. But I sent Zod and Savage Bat and Socks a sneak preview of my script for issue 3, which mentions Necron on the band posters. So,
Can't wait for that little,
and
a
I'm
little
still
first sort of cameo.
oh yeah, I'm halfway done with the script. I only showed you the part of the first couple of pages.
Yeah.
I didn't include the part where the Savage Bat shadow shows up behind Zod when he's looking. But I love the fact that he's always cold because he keeps dying. So and he comes back to death, of course. It's just a fun character to write. Zod is a fun character to write. When I started fleshing out his character more, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have fun with this dude.
Do you know what? I had a thought. It's just a little bit of input.
Yeah.
If I can fly, maybe we could do that. When Superman carries Batman and he's really embarrassed about it. We could do that, sort of thing.
Zod, you can fly. You can fly.
Oh,
and,
there you go.
Oh, no, Sky is riding you. Okay, that sounds wrong, but
That's the kind of thing I was getting at. Like, don't tell anyone about this. Yeah.
like the way they ride the dragons in House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
What's really funny though is that Zod is stalking Silver, but Silver knows that you're stalking him. And
Of course he knows.
Of course he knows, right? So, like, I didn't include the scene.
And then does this take place in 1986?
Well, what you read is the present time.
Okay, I thought so.
You're in the Philippines, and then so Silver, you don't realize this, but Silver is in a limousine parked across from you, and he's like looking at you through the window, and I'm like, and then like, holy shit, he's here. What's he? He's here. Then Alicia wants to come out and beat you up. He goes, no, no,
Uh-oh.
no, no, we can't. You know, he goes, well, let's kill him. Let's kill him. And Silver goes, that'll do you no good. And
Because he knows I'll just come back.
He knows. But she doesn't know, and the reader doesn't know.
Because Zod never ages. That's the thing.
Absolutely.
I never age.
Absolutely love Alicia's karate kick in
Oh, my
issue 2.
God.
That's fucking badass.
And the way Noel drew Alicia is
Yeah.
so perfect.
it's
Alicia
her.
and Phil, their likeness is that it's like they just came out of real life into the comic book. It's insane.
Yeah. I see Alicia's posts on Facebook and Twitter, and she was going mad. Yay! Brilliant. Said, I'm going to be the same when my character shows up. To be honest with you, I'm going to be going fucking ape shit. I'm in a fucking comic book, Mom.
Oh yeah, she's even more in issue 3, which is just a weird issue altogether. You thought number 2, well, number 2 was just intense, but this issue is just weird. I mean, if you guys, the script I sent you, the duende are basically, they're dwarves. And it's a Philippine legend. Let me tell you a little story time. A little bit of story time here. So when I was a kid, I was told that at 5 o'clock you get to be inside the house. If you're not, the duende would come and get you. Those little people in the beginning of my script there.
Yes.
And they would drag you down to hell. Seriously, I like, holy shit, that's scary, you know. So I put them in the script, and so they play a very significant role in this issue. But anyway, Alicia is gonna be in issue 3. But I was, when I was writing that scene, I was just laughing out loud because the reader doesn't know Zod's immortal. That he's gonna come back from the dead anyway, but Silver is like, it'll do you no good. And just leave it right there.
Yeah. Grace is finished.
Oh, she's done.
She gets her scoops from Reddit now. She's done.
Yeah, no, she gets her scoops. She gets her scoops from people that don't work at Warner Brothers anymore. They've been fired.
I don't want to mention any names, but is she that person on Twitter who's also a female? You know what I'm talking about.
What's the name of? I forget the name of it.
My Time to Shine.
My Time to Shine. Yeah, that's her.
Because Grace corroborated her scoop. I'm like, are you two the same person?
Yeah.
Just gotta wonder.
Yeah. Inglorious Bastards, Brad Pitt. We call that suspicious. Yeah, and I'm sorry. Go back to Film Goblin. Can you believe that Ray Fisher is getting a lot of shit?
What?
Yeah, that's no change there. But he did, after he made a tweet about Hamada, he also addressed that it's like justice has been done. He's not got his apology, and I can't see him getting an apology. Walter Hamada's a villain. He ain't going to apologise now, especially after he's been sacked, fired. It ain't going to happen, unfortunately. But Ray Fisher's we've said this before. What better justice than Walter Hamada is no longer at Warner Brothers? Come on, that's always stood for Ray Fisher. And anyone giving Ray Fisher grief is just an arsehole, really, because he's been done an injustice, and it's all working out for him now. He's in Rebel Moon, and he's going to come back in the Snyderverse. Come on. It's just a matter of time. They announced Zach. They're going to announce Ray, aren't they? And Mikey's already said that Ray's going to possibly show up in something.
Well, I was having about hypothetically speaking, yeah.
Yeah, hypothetically speaking. Considering he Cyborg kind of does computers and Brainiac. So Man of Steel 2.
Or Superman. It's called Superman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta get that right.
Or as I say, Superman 2024, like I do with all superhero films that are simply titled their superhero name.
Well,
Yeah,
all
shit's
all
over.
I can say, guys, is Superman is beautiful at Christmas, and especially
I
2020.
love that Superman is beautiful at Christmas.
Yeah.
Especially 2020, what year you said?
Well, hypothetically speaking, Batman, Christmas 2024 is beautiful. Hypothetically
Okay.
speaking, of course.
Feel good, Mikey.
We are gonna believe
Adam.
we are gonna believe that Henry Cavill can fly.
I said
again.
that as well, Film Gob. You've got to support the movies, otherwise there ain't going to be no money at Warner Brothers. So you know what I mean, that's a no-brainer, really. The only thing that surprises me is both still have followers. Yeah, I don't get why people would follow people that are continually, repeatedly wrong over and over again. And throw their toys out of the pram when they are wrong, instead of saying, "Oh, I was wrong," but no.
Goalposts moving, like like Henry. I forgot what her excuse was with Henry Cavill now appearing. She made up some excuse.
Doesn't Grace have something against Henry Cavill? There are two actors.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
always talking bad about Henry Cavill.
And
Yeah, that's been
Jessica-
going on for a long time.
for a long time, right? Like, what
Yeah.
happened there? Did he
No
turn her down
idea.
for a date or
Yeah, he probably turned her down for a date or something.
Yeah.
Grace looks like she's always horny, to be honest with you, and it's a problem, and yeah, it's
In Black Adam,
unfortunate.
I noticed Cyborg was prominently placed in kids' comics. Yeah, the showing up of the comic books, that was really interesting. Because they
Yeah.
did that in Logan, didn't they? The X-Men comics
Yeah.
existed in the film. That was a nice twist.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. Is that if these superheroes are real, writers would make comments about them.
Make
for-
comics
course,
about
yeah.
them. Yeah, definitely.
Look,
Especially if they're public domain.
I make
you go.
comic books about my friends, and they don't have superpowers. Well, I don't think.
Wow.
Well, I mean, you don't know. I mean,
I have no idea. Well,
I have
You don't know about-
superpowers.
well, hypothetically,
Superpowers.
hypothetically speaking, you never know, right?
Yeah,
WB has one last band-aid to fix. Yes, it's Zack Snyder and Ray. That's it, basically. Just, it'd be nice if Jeff Johns was out, but I don't know about that. We'll just have to see how that plays out.
Jeff Johns
He-
is still gonna be at DC, but he won't be part of. He won't be part of the film corporation. He'll be part of the
I-
comics.
Exactly. I was about to say that. The comic books need Jeff Johns. What do they do without him? I mean, but movies they can just adapt whatever they can from his work if they need to. But you know who needs Jeff Johns the most? Though, is Patty Jenkins. What would she do without Jeff?
Patty Jenkins.
Oh,
Patty
what a
Jenkins will be
disaster.
lucky if she gets another DC film, or any other film for
Yeah.
that matter.
They cancelled Rogue Squadron, didn't they, for the moment? I don't know.
They can't. The thing is, they cancel Star Wars projects all the time, so that's not a big.
Well, they
you know.
fired the woman in charge of the live action production at Lucasfilm, so that's not a good sign.
Film Goblin, how does the new regime at Warner Bros. Feel about Zach? David Zaslav actually said, I love Batman vs. Superman, Zack trilogy. So that answers that question. He's a fan of Zack Snyder, so he wants more of that. So that's
Yeah, Mike DeLuca and Zaslav are huge fans of Snyder, so.
so there you go. That answers that.
Which is why when the betas say otherwise, just let's laugh at the betas, man. It's like, what are you talking about? He said Cavill wasn't coming back and move on.
Yeah, Jeff Johns, the reason why Ben Affleck didn't make his Batman movie. Well, there was a lot more to it than that. Yeah, he was partly to blame, but but Ben Affleck had to leave the project for personal problems as well. It was a mixture of things. He was going through a lot of shit at the time. Yeah, she failed at a Hollywood chance. Now she thinks she's a judge of content. When we wouldn't like her roles. Yeah, I noticed she was in Zombieland at the end. Did you spot her in that? Grace Randolph was in Zombieland.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah,
I
at
didn't
the
know
end.
that.
Yeah, she's at the end interviewing someone. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Also, I don't want James Gunn to be a part of DC. Not ideal, but it looks like he's here to stay. So we've got, you can choose to watch his stuff or not. You know.
Yeah, James Gunn is not going to go anywhere, guys.
No, you just got to accept that he's here to stay. So, as long as we get Zack back, you know, it doesn't matter about James Gunn. You know.
Yeah, you can just you don't have to watch everything.
James Gunn will have his little corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can have his.
Can I address this false rumor? Someone asked me about it. I don't know where it came from, but
What's
in
that?
case any of you have heard it, it's totally fake. Somebody asked me, is it true that James Gunn is directing Man of Steel 2?
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Oh yeah.
wow.
He already turned all them movies down to do the other stuff.
He did. He turned
Mikey,
down.
you know
Why would he all of a sudden go? Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I changed my mind.
Didn't they offer James Gunn Superman already, and he said no? This was a while ago.
That was all.
before-
Yeah.
No, they anything. You go. You want Superman? Anything you want. Tubby America was the one who said it. Say anything you want. You want Superman?
Talking quickly of fake news, a certain individual on Facebook and Twitter has been using the Snyder Knights name, my group that I started, and coined the phrase Snyder Knight and that, alongside Boycott Black Adam and Henry Cavill Superman. I've addressed this in the group, but I'll address it here on YouTube. That is not us, and they do not represent the Snyder Knights. We're not down with the Boycott Black Adam and Boycott Henry Cavill. Like, are you fucking mental?
Hashtag not a real.
Yeah, hashtag an idiot.
Not
a
real.
Whoever you are, stop it, because you know. And if you're reading them posts, just know that is not.
How did that campaign on Twitter go yesterday?
Which one? The Bring Back Zach?
Yeah, how did that go?
It went alright, actually. I think it was like 50,000 tweets, something like that. It's not too bad. But you know, it is right. Bring back Zach, but at this point, it's like he is coming back. It's obvious.
We already know. We live in the future. Mikey's got a DeLorean. Listen,
come on, man.
Hey,
We live in the future with Mikey and Sil. Thanks to them, really.
Yeah, but no, I do support the hashtag campaigns though. So you know, no disrespect to the people doing that, but if you're going to start adding boycotts and stuff to it, I won't be supporting any of it. I'll make damn sure that everyone knows that.
I was thinking, Mikey, for socks. I was thinking of like a scene from remember the movie Manhunter?
Oh God, yeah.
From 1986, I was thinking there could be this really creepy scene where Socks is helping the police solve a crime.
Yeah, there will be a reference to Manhunter in Silver and Gold. So there you go.
Yes,
because I love that film. For those who haven't seen it, if you like Silence of the Lambs, this is the first Hannibal Lecter movie. What's Manhunter?
Manhunter's dope.
Yeah, is it
Brian
Cox, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that movie.
Great use of In a Gaia de Vida by Aaron Butterfly, by the way. Thinking of songs.
Yes.
Awesome.
Is James Gunn working on Ratcatcher? Don't know. Well, that wouldn't be a bad idea because what's her name that plays Ratcatcher? I can't remember that. Anyway, she's super smoking hot, so that will sell tickets.
Yeah, she is hot.
HBO Max.
HBO Max. There you go. That answered that one. She blocked me when I said to her she should thank Mikey and Seal about the scoop a while back and block me. Lol. Yeah, she did the same to a lot of people. And a lot of YouTube.
I think the only reason she hasn't blocked me was because I had responded to one of her tweets. This was before she went on her total anti-Zach rant. I had responded to one of her tweets, and Ryan Reynolds responded to my response to her tweet. And I think that's the only reason why she hasn't blocked me.
Well, I never interact with these people on Twitter anyway. I've made this clear before. I don't waste my time and energy for it. If that's your thing, that's your bag. But I find fighting on Twitter is a fucking waste of time and energy.
Oh, it is. I find it humorous that people think I'm on there. Maybe I've been on.
Oh yeah, there's somebody there. There is a Mike Mikey Sutton on Twitter with your icon, Mikey. I don't know
Yeah,
if you.
I thought
Oh,
that
I
was
had
you,
no
Mikey.
idea.
I
No,
thought that
not
was
on there.
I did at first
No,
too. At first,
Mikey's we're the same. The Twitter is a fucking shit show. I
Oh,
can't be
no,
bothered
it's,
with
it's
it.
awful.
I
Yeah.
honestly thought it was you, Mikey, because I
It's
really
good for a
wanted
bit
to
of
tell you-
advertising and support
Well,
hashtags and that, and that's about it.
I did have an old Twitter account with my icon, but I haven't used it in years. I forgot the password. like, um, like I used to use it prior to Spidergate, so it's like
Yeah, hashtag get alive. That's right.
I found the name of the actress, by the way. It's Daniela. I can't pronounce it. Melchior.
Meliquoit, yeah,
Meliquoit,
yeah.
yeah.
She is
She's smoking hot.
insanely
Yep.
hot.
And I'm actually close to her age, so I can definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, it's like I don't know. It's less. Okay, I feel like I just kind of back myself into a corner here. I'm just gonna.
Oh, I tell you who's hot,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
so happy to see her in Black Adam with Sarah Shahi, who I loved in Person of Interest.
mum.
Yeah, Person
Yeah,
of Interest.
that's exactly what
Oh
I said
my
to my
God.
brother. I went, Jesus Christ, the mum. Woo!
and the movie must be really something when that's not the only reason you get a boner during the film.
That's not the only reason.
Yeah. Let's not mix our words here. Dear. Yeah, Manhunter. Right down. It's a great movie. That.
By the way,
yeah. Yeah.
quick
Haven't seen
quick
Manhunter.
recommendation. Yeah. Oh, that's a great film. Sarah Shahi was in Person of Interest. I think it's on Netflix. I'm not sure what network it's on. Every season was spectacular. It's one of the best shows of all time. I know it's J.J. Abrams. He only produced it. Christopher Nolan's brother was in charge of that show. It was one of the smartest sci-fi shows of all time. And Sarah Shahi was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was Jonathan Nolan. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had Jesus Christ, basically playing Bruce Wayne in that movie. That show, I mean, really great show.
Literally.
Person of interest. Right. I'm
Literally,
gonna
Jesus Christ. Yes.
Yeah, James Cabelli, whatever his name is.
I'm going to check that out. Not for the story, not for the storyline, just for her, really.
Savage Bet, you will love this show because the dude's basically Batman without the money and without the costume, but the way he fights and everything, it's just total Batman. But you have Sarah Shahi in there as well. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, cool. That'll give me something to watch.
Okay, there you go. HBO Max.
I have it
HBO.
all. So.
Oh, we haven't got HBO Max yet here. There's.
Oh,
It's probably
bummer.
on SkyMax. It's probably on SkyMax. Savage Bet.
I have Now TV for Warner Brothers movies, but the deal with Sky and Warner Brothers ends in 2025, and they've got this deal going, so we can't have HBO Max because of Sky, but that ends in 2025. So hopefully HBO Max will come to the UK. Fingers
okay.
crossed. Fingers
Cool.
crossed.
I heard 2025 was a good year, actually. So.
Yeah.
For more than just HBO Max in the UK, like maybe for a JL movie.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hypothetically speaking,
I mean, Mikey's got that DeLorean, so every time Mikey opens his mouth, you just have to know that and just be like, okay, cool.
Mikey's in the
Oh, wow.
future.
I'm
Don't
just
even have to
saying,
ask.
2025 is when the fans all these fans will finally get some justice in this world, right? Just saying.
Wait, 2025. We'll get some justice. What could that mean?
Baby, come back!
Baby, come back. Da, 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 da. He was brilliant in Black Adam, that guy.
There's no hidden meaning there at all.
No hidden meaning there at all. Just 2025, there will be justice. League. Possibly.
Just saying.
Probably.
Hypothetically speaking, of course. That's like my new tagline now
Wow.
from now on.
Yeah,
Hypothetical DC.
hypothetically speaking, you got to be careful these days on the internet.
Well,
You don't want to be saying things like imminent.
well, right now, well, it's like right now they blame Mikey and Sil for everything. So it's
Of course they would,
it's not.
Yeah, all that comes at just the price of fame. Seal and Mikey have skyrocketed with the channel and Geekosity Mag, both of them together, and it just comes with the territory. You get your haters,
Yeah.
and that's just the size of it, really.
Well, when I started
I mean,
the
for me,
site, I never expected like 2 to 4 million views a month. Okay, it's not something I ever expected.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been supporting the Geekosity YouTube page as well. I've been supporting
Thank you so much.
I've been trying to spread the awareness, tell my friends about it, and say, look, check that out, and try and get
Oh,
people.
thank you.
Oh yeah, this is the thing. If you're not at this point, between Geekosity and the stuff that Mikey, that you and Sil do together, I mean, the sky's the limit now. I mean, did you ever imagine that you'd get to the point where things are where you're like coming up with all the best scoops and stuff?
No, I never. I was scooping privately since. But check us out, guys. My first scoop ever. Want to know what it is? It's Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill was cast as Superman. That was my first scoop ever on Facebook, right? I can't remember what year that was, and I was like, "Who the hell?"
Well,
is
Man of Steel
Superman?
came out in 2013, so you probably scooped it like a year ahead of time.
It was I think it was 2011.
Oh, what? 2 years?
Yeah, and so and I had no idea who he was, right? I just put it on there and got no attention whatsoever.
You saw that bad Hellraiser sequel he was in.
Oh, I didn't even know about that. So
yeah, that direct-to-video trash.
But yeah, like the Geekosity Mag, obviously I've been supporting it in my group, because trust has to be earned. Over the years that you get these sites, and you prove that you're right over and over again. So supported it, but I've noticed I was obviously doing it first, but I've noticed a lot of other Snyder groups and DC groups are doing the same, and
I'm glad, very
for
happy
being,
to see that.
pro Snyder stuff, positive attitude with Geekosity, and so
we're
all,
the only ones out
best.
there as far as the big sites are concerned. We are among the big sites now.
Yeah,
everybody's so negative on Snyder. They just hate the guy.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
Yeah,
why
for
do
no
you
reason.
piss off your fans like that? I mean,
I know. I just don't get it.
I had a come to Jesus moment with Zack Snyder anyway. After I saw the Snyder cut, I was like, okay, I get it now. I really get it, And I went back and saw Man of Steel.
Do you see the light?
I saw the light, man. I saw the light. You know what's funny, David, is that people got worried, man. You joining that Snyder cult now? What's going on?
Yeah.
What?
You're a huge, Marvel fan and all that. But they was worried.
Why are you hanging out with Zod right now? What's going on, man? So, but I just I think that's all it takes really is seeing Snyder cut and watch this film because that film should have been shown in theaters, dude. Seriously, that should have been a theatrical experience, and I think I would have changed everybody's mind about Snyder's work. Because if you think about it, Dawn of Justice in the theater was not the film. It's the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
That's the real movie, And once you see that, I went back and saw that. I'm like, holy crap, this is a great movie.
Yeah. It's my favourite. Like we've just been talking about this earlier. BVS.
And it's hard to
Ultimate
see.
Edition.
It's hard to see another Batman. One of the problems I had with the Batman, and I was pretty open-minded about Pattinson. Remember when it's casting?
I was.
Like, give him a chance, And I said, no, the film sucks.
It does. Simple as.
He's the most boring Bruce Wayne I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he has no personality whatsoever.
None.
No.
Hey, see, to me, here, Savage Bat, you're true Batman experts here. Batman works if only Bruce Wayne works. You have to like the guy beneath the cowl.
You have to.
Or otherwise, he's just this tall, mysterious guy.
A great example of that is even though it's not pretty terrible movie, is George Clooney was actually a really good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, exactly.
He really was. You know,
yeah, I mean the film was not
in
good.
Batman and Robin, no, but he
but-
definitely pulled
but
off Bruce Wayne.
If he had a good script, I think he really could have pulled it off.
Yeah,
Like, I like Val
definitely.
Kilmer. I love Val Kilmer. I like Batman Forever. I
Yeah.
wish a Schumacher cut would come out.
Really,
that'd be
fingers
another
crossed.
great one to get.
And Money in the Bank for Warner Brothers. All they've got to do is release it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But it has to start with Bruce Wayne. If Bruce Wayne doesn't work for you, for me at least, then Batman can't work for me either. And when I was watching the Batman, I was like, I can't tell a difference between Bruce Wayne and the Batman. They're both the same personality.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not know that's Batman? Right?
He didn't really do any acting. There was no differential. So is that on Pattinson or is that on Matt Reeves? Because some would say it would be Matt Reeves because he's the director, right? So he would have to tell him you need to differentiate between Batman and Bruce Wayne, but he doesn't do that.
Doesn't do that. You know, I gotta. It's kind of scoopy. I'm gonna bring up here.
Ooh.
Clayface. Okay, we had an article on Clayface on Geekosity, and it's official now that Matt Reeves is developing a Clayface movie or a TV show, wherever he's going to do it.
Yeah.
What I'm told, since we're among Batman people here, I am told that Zaza and DeLuca wants Reeves to open up the Batman a little bit more into the world of the fantastic. Not so grounded as the first one.
I was going to say Clayface was not really going to fit very well.
No, does not.
No.
And so I heard they had a good talking with him about, look, we know you're going after this grounded thing. You can still have sci-fi elements in the movie and make it still gritty, right? You don't have to like all or nothing.
Yeah, not to mention, if you want that gritty, you can just go back and watch the Dark Knight trilogy. It's already been done.
It's been done, right? Exactly.
It's done and dusted. You know what I mean?
Because let's look at James Cameron's Terminator films, right? Those films were not grounded. They were very sci-fi, but they were gritty as hell, right? So you can have that balance.
Yes, Adam.
You know, whereas Reeve just totally sucked the imagination out of the character. And Batman has weird villains. You want to like ground them, Mr. Freeze? How are you gonna do that?
Yeah, you can't. It's just ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
It's just a guy in a cryogenic suit, for Christ's sake.
Looks like Black Adam is closing in on 200 million.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Telodia Plays. So make sure you check out works at geekosity.mac.com, but also go on to the Geekosity YouTube channel and subscribe. They're nearly at 1,000 subscribers, so make it happen, people. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to Geekosity on YouTube as well.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, Zod, because my exhibitor friend was texting me last night, and he said, "Look at Venom. Venom is your model for Black Adam." I said, "Really?" So I was thinking of Aquaman the whole time. Going, "No, look at Venom. Venom had a very, very low critic score and a high audience score." And that was, in fact, guys, that came out in October 2018. It was an October release as well. But also, that was the first time that people started to question Rotten Tomatoes critic score because the audience completely ignored it for Venom, right? They just went in and saw it. And also got a younger crowd. Venom got a pretty young crowd, which is what Black Adam is doing right now. So that they might have the same type of trajectory going forward. Venom made 200 million opening weekend global, I think it did. So look at that as your model going forward for Black Adam. Those are great numbers. You can't argue that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna be writing his own ticket, and I mean, he's gonna get more power, more creative control.
Yep.
There's no downside to this. It's any of it. It's
because he's all about giving the audience what they want. Because you give the audience what they want, then people will continue to spend money and see these films, and that's what it's all about. You want to make it profitable, so.
He even said that he'll do a crossover with Shazam. That's what I'm going to call him, Shazam. Since that's what my dad says he should be called because he lacks the wisdom of Solomon. So he should just be Shazam.
I just think that they should just replace Shazam with Black Adam. Full stop.
Yeah, me too.
Just get rid of him.
Especially this incarnation of the character. I mean, what more do you need? The Rock proved that you can have a great character with the similar powers as Shazam. I mean, I think Captain Marvel has pretty much almost exactly the same powers as Black Adam, doesn't he? I mean,
thank you for that, Taladia. Yeah, there's the link for Geekos at YouTube page.
You. Yes,
go and after the stream, obviously, make sure you go and subscribe to that channel and get them that 1,000 subs.
Yeah, actually, I was talking to my James Simon, who's in charge of the Geekos YouTube channel. I'm gonna drop some exclusive bombs on there, guys. So.
Yes.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah,
so you got to watch out if you want more bombs. You'll be getting them on there. So
no, hypothetically speaking, guys. Hypothetically speaking, okay. It wouldn't shock me if they announce that Snyderverse is restored and The Rock takes full credit for it next year. Okay, just hypothetically speaking, it wouldn't shock me at all.
Wouldn't shock me either.
That's gonna piss off a lot of these extremists. They're gonna these Snyder fans.
All these Snyder fans are gonna have The Rock to thank.
I love it. I mean, we're happy because again, we're the rational.
Well, we're DC fans, though. That's the thing. We're DC fans and Snyder fans. So it's
it's just, and now we're getting good DC content that as well as Zack Snyder coming back.
And when you're completely unreasonable and you have no flexibility and you're still basing everything that you do off of those old storyboards that are never going to get made into a movie, I don't know what to tell you.
They're obsolete. Zack Snyder said that himself, that he's going to make new ones. So I don't even know why people are saying that. Doesn't even make any fucking sense.
I just want his vision. Well, his vision's changed. So what are you fighting for now?
Yeah, I mean, the stuff I've seen about this Justice Zack and boycott Henry Cavill. Come on, people, get a grip.
It's so weird.
What? You completely lost your way.
Cavill. I'm seeing so many Henry Cavill tweets.
What the hell?
So have I. And on Facebook,
weird.
So
weird.
But it's definitely going to come to the point where they can actually be like boycott Zack Snyder. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I've already seen it. We've already seen the Justice Zack tweets.
You know what I mean? If you don't trust in Zack, then are you even a fan? Do you even Snyder? Do you know what I mean?
I feel like those people are just bots because you never see. They're just hiding behind Twitter, starting nonsense all day, every day. So
just to try and stay relevant, really. Yeah. Rockstore the Snyderverse. That's a good one. Chad Snyderverse. Definitely. Smash that like button, most definitely.
You're gonna owe everything to The Rock, guys.
What's up, DC? These Fox G's need to fuck off. Definitely, 100%. Leave it out. It's over. It's done.
I've even seen some of them using the bot excuse, saying, "Oh, all these people who like Black Adam are just bots." I'm like, you are calling people bots now, even though that is another thing that us Snyder fans had to fight.
Yeah, I know. But as you can see, we are all real people.
Yeah.
We're not robots.
No, I'm not. I'm actually a bot. You've never.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't keep that shtick up for too long.
Yeah, RoboCop. Stay out of trouble.
Rockstore the Snyderverse.
Yeah, I'm tweeting that out now. Rockstore the Snyderverse.
There you go. There you go.
That is.
That'll trigger.
Yeah.
So,
Chad Snyderverse. That's a good one, mate.
I have to eat dinner. I have to eat dinner, but I got a text message. Just want to leave you guys with one thing. Okay.
Wee.
I've just got this little message here from someone who's watching. Anyway, how do I say this? Hypothetically speaking, okay. I wouldn't be shocked if The Rock and fellow $7 Productions cronies are in charge of DC films. Just saying.
Wow.
Just
So,
Oh boy, I love that. That's gonna get
No,
all these
no.
extremists pissed.
Hypothetically speaking, should this happen? You imagine the triggering that's going to go on?
it's going to
Yes.
be internet meltdown.
And this is, I mean, hypothetically speaking, this was how The Rock would announce that it's restored. With him taking full credit for this. Well, we
Yeah.
fought for it, you know, and we got Zach back for you, for the fans. Because,
For
you
the
know,
fans.
fans first, right? Fans first.
Yeah. Yeah. Bolsters are the new anti-Snyders. They're absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, that's amazing. And, like, Rock's a team player. Zack Snyder's a team player.
Yeah.
So they work. That's going to be the perfect, relationship, business relationship there.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Savage Bat, remember this? A few months ago, Savage Bat,
Yeah.
the betas were attacking, saying, well, there's a Rock, with his arm around Toby Emmerich, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
They're losing their minds over it, right? See, he's not pro Snyderverse at all, And then the Rock's like
Rock
throwing the old
stored.
regime under the bus now. Like we fought the old regime for like 6 years. Come on.
Ridiculous. Justice got it actually.
Just
anti-Snyder's
tweeted it
guys,
out.
yeah.
Rock Store of the Snyderverse.
I'm gonna give that a like and retweet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
retweeted.
Okay. That's gonna stick now, Zara. It's gonna stick now. I'm gonna say it on the Scoop Center now too. With all credit to you for coining
Rock
that phrase.
Store of the Snyderverse.
That was Chad Snyderverse who said that, right?
Yeah, Chad Snyderverse is
Chad
take that.
Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
United
out
States-
there now.
Actually,
Oh,
it was,
Chad,
actually, it was
Alright.
OS Oster. What's the name? Yeah, it was
Oh,
Chad
so fresh.
Oster
Oh, so fresh. It's out there now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Rock Store of the Snyderverse.
Rock still the Snyderverse. Yeah. You had it here
Chad and
first,
Osha,
folks.
you guys get credit for that.
All right, guys, I gotta get going, but it's great being here
All
tonight.
right, Mikey.
Thank you very much for
Mikey.
coming again, Mike.
Yeah,
Can't
no,
thank you
it's
enough. It's been
A lot of fun, man.
great as usual, and yeah, hopefully see you soon.
Yeah.
It's got more stuff coming up next weekend.
Bombs away. So, Soup Scare Tuesday with Still Abdul. We're gonna. Oh man, a lot of bombing going on. What do we have planned? I think we have the more Batfleck information planned for that. Oh, and the Titans movie. Yeah, we'll discuss that. So.
Titans movie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and couple of details on that. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, well, that could lead to Young Justice as well. So, ooh.
So anyway, have a good night, guys. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Later,
See you later,
Mikey.
Mikey. Thank you so much, man.
Take
I'll
care, Mikey.
speak to you soon.
See ya. See you,
Take care. Much love, brother.
Hey, Mikey.
Oh, there you go. Mikey Sutton with the bombs again. And some cool.
Left, right, and center.
Green
Left-
Lantern. I'm Green Lantern v Sinestro. My
Yeah. That's some pretty fucking amazing stuff there.
But hypothetically speaking, of course, not actually sure.
Yeah,
if
Chad
it-
coined it first, yeah. Yeah, that is just amazing, and it's coming, people. Do you know what I mean? It's not rocket science, but yeah. So yeah. Also, in other news, I got my Aliens Volume 1 omnibus.
Ah, yes,
Hardback.
there you go. Those
Nice.
are the way. Those
Look at the
omnibuses
size.
are the way.
The size of that motherfucker.
Like
I
a
mean,
Bible.
It is huge, and really looking forward to getting stuck into that. I think there's 7 volumes. They're out already, but the hardbacks.
How much did that set you back?
£70 English,
Oh,
and
wow,
I think
yeah.
it might have been second hand as well. I'm not sure. From
£70
awesome.
second hand.
Oh yeah, from Awesome
That's
Books.
just-
I'm not quite sure if it was secondhand or not. I couldn't work that out.
wow.
But
Wow.
they-
That's
they do-
7228 American.
yeah, but I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into that.
Really
I got
looking forward to it.
and I got Mikey to thank for that with Dreamwalker, really, because I've not been keeping up with my comics lately, and I thought I'd start. I want to read the entire Aliens comic saga all the way through because I'm a big fan of Aliens, and complete the alien knowledge. Then I'll
Have you ever read the Superman Alien?
Yeah, I had it. I used to have it. Yeah, when he gets acid in his eyes and has to wear a bandana because the acid actually blinds him temporarily. Blinds Superman.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a good book. Batman versus Aliens is really good. They made a sequel to it, which wasn't so good. It was a little bit weird.
Oh, they have a Batman versus Aliens, not just Batman versus Predator.
No, they have a Batman versus Aliens. It's really,
damn.
really, really good book. The second one was a bit iffy, but
the Batman versus Predator was my favorite.
Yeah, for their 3 separate ones, I had them as well. They're absolutely amazing. And just the whole concept of, the Predator looks for the trophy of a worthy person to hunt. Who's more worthy to hunt than Batman? And that's basically the moral of the book, really.
So there's how many volumes? There's six or 7 volumes of the Aliens.
7, I think, but only 2 are out in hardback. So they're releasing, I think, up to number 5 in January. So I'll be getting all them.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. It's on. They got the first volume on Amazon for about $80. So that's not bad.
Yeah,
cover.
Yeah, for the hardcover thing. And I didn't want to bother with the paperbacks. I thought if you're gonna do it, don't do it half-assed. Get the good stuff. And total Marvel shilling here as well because it's obviously owned by Marvel.
Oh,
Aliens
really?
is that owned by Marvel now? Yeah, it wasn't. It was Dark Horse Comics and several others, but yeah, Marvel owns the rights now. So yeah, I'm a Marvel shill now. Yeah. Damn, I missed Mikey Bombs. Catch the replay. Yeah, there was some great ones there. Please do.
Lots of great stuff.
Great stream as always. Savage back. Got work tomorrow. Everyone have a great night. Catch everyone on the flip side. # go see Black Adam. Yes, please do, people. And thank you, Charles Austin. Yeah, Batman versus Predator story was great. Also was good. Was Aliens versus Aliens versus Predator versus the Terminator. I had as well. That was quite a good book. That was an interesting story. Oh, my pal John he's a local friend of mine. Yeah, Batman Dead End was worth a watch. Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I know the guy. I know the guy that made that Dead End. And it's a great little film. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a great little tribute.
Sandy Cholera directed that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, cool.
Great.
I'm not normally that much of a fan of fans made movies. I like some of them. I quite liked Batman versus Darth Vader. I thought that was quite cool.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was from Aaron Shoneke. Yeah.
Yeah, that's from Batman. Is that Bat in the Sun?
Bat in the Sun.
Bat in the Sun.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great. Great at making movies, but not so good at tweeting stuff. That was some crazy shit on Facebook and Twitter, and I'm like, what are you even talking about? Yeah, but no, they're very, very intelligent. It's Kevin Porter, that's it, who plays Batman. He's a great fan Batman. Yeah, totally down with all that. And we're just about to nearly hit the 2-hour mark, so we might as well wrap it up there. Thank you for everyone tuning in. Well, we'll do the usual what you got coming up, guys, and stuff like that. Starting with you, Taladia Plays, and go round.
All right, so I've got a stream tomorrow. I'm doing Gotham Knights, and then this weekend I've got a podcast coming up talking Black Adam, and you're going to be talking about Gotham Knights and so much more on the Inside the Multiverse podcast. And then on Sunday I'll be joining you again, and we'll be discussing more DC stuff.
Yeah, I've heard sort of iffy stuff about Gotham Knights because of this 30 FPS thing or something.
No, it's still a fun game. There
Yeah.
is it's locked at 30, yeah, but it has got it's still a fun game if you played Assassin's Creed. So don't ever think about it like
Yeah.
an Arkham game, but think about it like an Assassin's Creed game. You'll have fun with it that way.
Yeah. Batman versus Alien, that's sweet. Bernie writes an art. Yeah, Batman versus Aliens is a really good book. But yeah, the second one, not so much. It was just personal taste. I just didn't like the second one. But it was great. Yeah, take care. Have a good night, guys. Yeah, Dan, what you got coming up, mate?
Well, this weekend I just released my thoughts on the post-credit, or not the post-credit, the mid-credit scene for Black Adam. I gave my thoughts about that, my likes of it, my dislikes of it, and my excitement for the future of the DCU. So check it out, and keep in mind, it's my opinion. There may be some things that some people disagree with me on, but just know overall I did like the scene. I'm putting that fair warning right now. And I'll come up with some other video this week. I don't know what yet. And I do... And while I'm speaking, I do want to retract a statement I made on Super Bowl Corey's or Trey's, but Super Bowl Corey hijacking non-spoiler stream. After rewatching, the Black Adam soundtrack did stick with me. It was very epic. I loved it. Once I was not focused on the Henry Cavill theme they used, I love that theme, the Black Adam soundtrack. So
it was only for like 2 seconds anyway. I mean, it wasn't a massive deal. And like we've discussed this before, they're not obviously they're going to use Hans Zimmer in the future for future movies. It was just for that clip, that much is obvious, because like the Rock said, we've listened to the fans, and the fans.
The Rock says yes.
Yes. So that's it. And how about you, Zod Writer? What you got coming up?
Well, you can catch me on later this week on Late Night Q&A, and also I'll be teamed up with you on Saturday.
Yeah, back to normal
edition of the Bat and the Kryptonian. So we'll be
back to normal next weekend.
Right.
Who do you have? Sorry, I was just going to ask who you have, Zod Writer.
Well, as of right now, it's a choice between two people. It depends on who's available, so I can't really say because I don't know for sure.
It's a surprise. That's what I got.
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I've got some new guests sort of set up for next Sunday's stream, hopefully, fingers crossed, as well. So be interesting. Some people that are kind of sort of not really in the YouTube. They're on YouTube, but not really in the YouTube. They're more for I've known them through the Facebook side of the Snyder fandom. So it'd be interesting in hearing new opinions and different takes on all this, and we'll mix it up a little bit. So kind of really looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll call it a day there. And thank you to everyone in the chat. And if you want to go back and check out the live chat, and it's got all the links to everyone's channels there and stuff. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and all the others. We're one big family here. Yeah, and that's the way it goes. So I'm the motherfucking Batman, and Batman out.